What's going on, y'all? So, in today's video, we're gonna be doing something a little different. Walking into the wall. Controller drifting. No, so we did recently, finally hit the 200 subscriber mark, so, thank you to those of you who helped us get there, and, I've been trying to think about what types of things I can do to celebrate it. I don't want to celebrate too early because I know the influx is kind of like sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down. But like, I know something that people are interested in is just like, how do you team build? And I know team building is something that is different for everyone because everyone has their own style of team building. Some people like to go, hyper offensive. Some people like to go defensive. Some people don't really care. Some people just like building crazy stuff all the time. Some people only like building like ridiculously standard stuff. But in general, I think one of the best ways to think about team building is just to consider, based on what you're already using, what are its weaknesses, how does it stack up against the current common threats, and what do you need to add onto the team to address those things. So if you're using a Pokemon like Zacian, you probably want something on your team with flying or like levitate or something to deal with ground types. Zacian's also a great switch in for dragon type moves, so you can afford having like a dragon type and things like that. So what I thought would be fun to do today is to just let the game tell me something. So let's do Lotto ID, and whatever Pokemon we get, we're gonna build around it, okay? Suspense? Any guesses? Any guessers in the chat? QOTD, what Pokemon is it gonna tell me in about 0.5 seconds? I'll give you guys a sec. I also have a video I'm gonna post sometime soon about Pokemon's like knockoff. It's not a spin-off, but I found a Pokemon knockoff game that's educational and good for the kids. 95851. Cottony. Can we go back? I already know how to build around that. Can we go back? Alright, we'll try again tomorrow or something. Like, actually, you know what? I know how to do this. Okay. This might be a little annoying for your ears, but so ASMR. Alright, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Persian! Persian! Alright, fine. Fine. What does Persian do? Well, Persian gets prankster. Persian gets tougher. I think the question is, do I have just like a regular Persian? I mean, I can always just do the Alolan Persian, right? Okay, so we do have a Persian. Studi Von Duty. Hey, it's from the Kanto region, because it's from Pokemon's Let's Go as boys. I'm probably going to end up doing most of this team building off camera. Just because I don't want to, like, I don't want to call it wasting time, but I don't want to waste your time. So okay, Persian gets fake out. I also think this Persian gets technician. So if we did want to use this Persian offensively, I think we actually could. Persians are really fast. So if we want to go for a technician Persian, I do think that's actually like possible. We could run like a sash technician Persian with some interesting sets with, you know, fake out, etc. It looks like I don't have a dark Persian right now, and I think the dark Persian is probably a little bit better. But that being said, you know, when I saw that regular Persian, my eyes lit up. I was like, Persian? We get to be a Giovanni? Okay, so let me just go to a box or a spot where I can start doing things. So we're gonna stick Persian in there. We know Persian is weak to fighting, which means if we were to just choose, like, we want to be able to hit ghosts, so I think something like Calyrex or Yveltal would be a good legendary to start with. I'm gonna put both of them in really quick just because I can. So maybe we can do Calyrex, Yveltal as our legendaries, except that we might not want Calyrex because I might end up wanting to do a Oblivion Wing, Dark Pulse, Heatwave, Protect, Yveltal. This one is also too slow for my needs. I'm just going to, for now, use this one. It doesn't have Sucker Punch, though, which I don't like. So let's just start Persian, Calyrex, Yveltal. That gives us answers to fighting. It gives us answers to dark. I think technically all we need is a Yveltal for that. And then we can kind of afford to try something else in this slot. We could do something crazy like a weakness policy Lugia that is self-procced by like an assault vest sucker punch with multi-scale or like yeah, it's a possibility. We definitely need to take Calm Mind off for Ice Beam. So we want Air Blast, Ice Beam, and Earth Power. Yeah. So we want Air Blast, Ice Beam, and Earth Power if we're going to lean into this side of the team. And then we either want to consider taking Yveltal off, because now we have two legendaries that are weak to electric, or we just need to put a good ground Pokemon on the team. Or a Pokemon with ground moves, really. Not necessarily a ground Pokemon. So, something we could look for at this point is probably, I mean, like, technically we could go Landorus, but if we do that, now we're really starting to pick up a lot of dual weaknesses. Specifically in the sense of, like, now we're really bad against ice, and we're really bad against rock, and lightning. So, I don't really think I would ever need Porygon 2 on this team. I think it just looks cool. Okay, so we've got ice weaknesses, we've got rock weaknesses. Do I want some fast options? Do I want some slow options? What do I want? I think Rillaboom. God, why everything is weak to ice in this world? Like, everything's weak to ice. Um, I like the idea of bringing in Incineroar. It is weak to fighting as well, though, so that is something to be considered. Um, and Sneasel. No. Something I think that could be cool to do is to use like a Scavalier Kyogre. It's just who would we replace, and then what would be the point of Lugia? Because there kind of wouldn't be a point. So we could just go to like a Kyogre Yveltal team with a Scavalier on it. Obviously I like the idea of trying Lugia. It just seems fun, you know. We haven't really used a Lugia yet. But I do think that Lugia is kind of bad right now. So there's a reason why that we haven't used it. Hmm. I mean, a Scavalier is pretty bad right now too, though. So I think if we were going to use a Scavalier, we would definitely be using Life Orb Escavalier, which means we would probably want a White Herb Swords Dance Landorus. So, you know, there's some things for me to think about with that. Ironhead Megahorn Drill Run. It doesn't have knockoff, which is a bit of a problem. Because I don't think I have one with knockoff. But I can get one with knockoff if I need it. So, oh, this thing also has no Dynamax investment. Okay. So that's something I'm gonna need to think about. I'm gonna screenshot this version of the team, just to keep track of what we've been thinking about. Gonna go like this. Okay. So I'll spiffy the team up a bit, and then we'll come back together. We'll talk about it for a few, and then you know we'll get to it. So hope you enjoyed that team building process. We're definitely gonna go like Sash, Persian, Scarf, maybe AV, Life Orb, White Herb, Assault Vest. No, okay. So yeah, this thing has to be like Expert Belt or Black Glasses. It could be actually Black Glasses of Yveltal. Could be kind of crazy. So, we'll get there. So I'm here, gonna try to film some matches with this Persian team, and I'm feeling lucky. If anything, I'm feeling like having fun. So, we're actually gonna be trying a few different sixth men on the team. I had the idea of trying Assault Vest Serena. I think that could be really good. I don't have a knockoff Serena. I think it does get knockoff, so there could be that. With the Choice Scarf Kyogre. Alternatively, we could try Choice Scarf Darmanitan and Assault Vest Kyogre. So there's a few options. I'm gonna try this one first and just kind of see how it feels. And whatever happens, happens. We are, of course, pretty low on the ladder, but that is my life. we've been practicing in the IC, so hopefully that helps. Let's try starting Persian Thunderous with Kyogre and Serena in the back. Because they should be afraid of Serena, right? Like, Serena is actually checking their, you know, Seismitoad core pretty hard. So what can I really do right now? I kind of have to just fake out Zacian and max Airstream, which I don't really feel like is getting me that far. We are at least moving faster than them, so like... Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Let's see what they do, though. Because if they have a support Thunderous, Volt Switch. If they switch in, like Rillaboom, that could be good, yeah. So that's a good play. They should know that I can technically switch in and stop their fake out. They choose to just Grassify. They unfortunately do get the KO. We max Lightning. They do lots of damage. Let's bring out Serena. I mean, the thing is, I'd like to just bring out Kyogre right now, but if I bring out Kyogre, I kind of expect them to, like, Dynamax Rillaboom or something crazy. So let's see it. Will you Dynamax? Go for it. Go for it. Nope, they don't. Okay. So this could definitely be really bad. Do have Kyogre. We obviously want to be able to neutralize the Kyogre. But we kind of have answers for it. So I need to double up Thunderous. This is a little bit bad because, well, I guess that. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little bad because we'll move first. They actually live. Oh. They will go down to the hail though. So I'm not gonna say this is over. I think it's like potentially winnable. I think they made the right play though with Dynamaxing Kyogre, and I did not make the right play by Wild Charging. So we'll have to keep Water Spouting, unfortunately, because we are locked into it, and we just have to Power Whip. The Hailstorm should not KO. Yeah. Nice. So that's GG's. What a great demonstration of Serena. we were like, is Serena really good on this team? Well, it paid off. And they even stopped our setup. The scarf felt a little bit unwarranted. I didn't like having the scarf, but it worked. They had specs. Oh god. Well, they definitely knew that they needed to go for, or they just didn't want to lock into something. Eject button. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Our last opponent did not respect this arena. This feels kind of bad. I am going to start Persian Thunderous here. And then I'm going to bring Kyogre and Serena. Kyogre and Incin. I like Serena, I just think it's kind of bad against like half their team. So we just need to be careful. And we also need to figure out what the heck Yveltal is doing. It does have Sucker Punch, so I need to remember that. We've got priority Sucker Punch with Life Orb. Just, you know, kind of waiting if we do choose a Yveltal over, like, Serena. So they should have a pretty hard decision to make here. I think, like, Regieleki's not a good start. It might feel like it, but they should start, like, Grim something. Might time out. Don't time out, don't time out. Okay. I don't think they timed out. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of that. I do think they should be afraid of clicking Electroweb. We might just OHKO them with a +3 through Protect. If I'm being honest, like, we've taken a little more damage than we want, definitely. But let's be honest here. Like, Max Lightning, +3. Yeah. You probably don't want to E-Webs again if you're them. You might just Dynamax that thing though. Which could be scary. They do bring out Yveltal, which I think makes sense. What do I have to counter that? We definitely need to get rid of Regieleki is the thing. So I'm gonna Icy Wind again. At risk of this going badly, I will do this. Okay. So I would still call this scary, but I think it's going well. If they have Sucker Punch, that could be pretty bad. I get the feeling that they don't. And I am just gonna Icy Wind. Okay, let's think. I am gonna Icy Wind, and I am going to Lightning the Yveltal. I'd like to see them Dynamaxing Groudon. I think if they Dynamax Yveltal and then just give it to me, that'd be a really bad play. I also think if they have Sucker Punch, that could be bad. Which they do. They do click Max Flare, though, which I don't think I agree with. Here's what I think. I think I need to Origin Pulse, and I think they're just -1. Groudon is -2. I think I need to Origin Pulse, which could suck a lot. And I'd like to Triple Axle, I'm just afraid of what could happen, so I'm gonna Power Whip. We do hit Double Connect, though. They Snarl. That makes sense. Let's just say, let's go Serena, okay? So we just need to keep hitting Origin Pulses, and we need to hit Triple Axle. Nice. So I felt like that was really scary. I think we managed to play our way out of it. They did get pressured into Dynamaxing Groudon, and then we had Kyogre in the back. And they also chose not to Sucker Punch, which was, I think, a little risky, but, you know, they didn't protect either, so there's a lot of riskiness. So what's our man Yveltal doing? What's Yveltal doing? Waiting for a Calyrex Shadow matchup? We probably need to give it a Max Flare again, if we're being honest. Like, I think this one should be Life Orb with... I don't know. Okay, they do have a really annoying looking team here. What can I do? They should try to Mind Blown their self, right? They should try to Mind Blown their self. And I want to just start like Kyogre Persian here, because it lets us fake out and it lets us reset the weather. So let's try Kyogre Persian with like Yveltal and Instant, Serena, like it's kind of nothing. It really depends on what we end up having left on their side. Like, I want to say Instant is all over best. Because it's not like we've been using Instant a lot. This was actually probably a time to leave out Persian, now I'm realizing. So, yeah. I mean, it's the Persian team. So here's what I'm expecting. I don't know, but I'm gonna Dynamax. And I'm gonna Power Gem. Because, like, even if they protect, which they kind of shouldn't. Yeah. So I'm expecting a Scarf Mind Blown. And we're gonna be able to tell by how fast they move, basically. But either way, they just can't do enough damage on Kyogre to make it matter right now, I think. So the Scarf Mind Blown, I expected. They do a lot of damage to their self. They set off the Steam Engine, will one-shot them. The residual damage will add up, but it's just not gonna matter. Playing with fire, man. How you gonna Dynamax Coal in front of a Kyogre and not expect something bad to happen? So Mind Blown should do a lot to me in the weather that they want. Jeez. Nobody likes that. So I'm gonna Flare Blitz here. And I guess I actually just have the Icy Wind. Which actually should be our best play. So let's see. If they have earth power and it does a lot, that could be bad. This ice wind might KO. I guess not. It's okay because we lowered their speed. Okay, so we should win this. Yep, because we hit. Okay. Ooh. This just got bad. This just got extremely bad. That rock's damage, though, really screwing me over here. Okay. I did not expect that. So we should win this. It was really scary, but it worked out. The icy wind actually worked in our favor a lot. The rock slide does an uncomfortable amount. I'll be honest. I think the question is, should I Oblivion Wing or should I Dark Pulse? I think I have to count on Dark Pulse doing enough. It is Life Orb. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I didn't like gambling that, but ultimately, great set of matches. Okay, so let's be honest, like, I am gonna post this 3-win streak because like I said, I was feeling good. We did good, but there was quite a few iterations of this team that led up to this, they were all pretty viable, I think, like with Cartana, etc. But in the end, we ended up just getting a lot of hacks. Like, that's really what it was. So you can't even fully blame the team what we had before. Like, it was really just the hacks, but it really did stop me from getting good content with the team. So I mean, that 3-win streak was nice, and I don't know if I would really say that like Serena's better than Cartana. I think it has its fair share of utility, so it is something to think about. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the matches. Hope you have been enjoying the 200 sub celebration with we used the charge bug team, and we're using Persian, and then I got one other team planned, but it might not go that well. But anyways, peace out, y'all, and have a good one. We forgot to update. Yay. At least we're positive, though, so, there is that. Thanks for tuning in.